Boy, the legal problems for Donald Trump just keep adding up, don't they? This week it was revealed that Jack Smith, the special prosecutor, of course, investigating Donald Trump, has sent out a whole batch of subpoenas to Trump advisors, campaign aides, and the like, asking for any and all information about the fundraising efforts for Donald J. Trump that took place between November 2nd, 2020 and January 20th, 2021. Now, what was happening in that brief time period right there? Oh, that's when Donald Trump and his allies were raising a ton of money, sending out emails telling people we've got to file legal challenges to the 2020 election, but we can't do that without your money. And Trump raised $200 million during that time. We also know, according to reports, that he spent a whopping $0 of that $200 million on election challenge lawsuits. So Jack Smith now wants to get his hands on all of the financial records, all of the emails sent out, all of the strategy discussions that they had, any communications involving it, all of their discussions involving how to frame the 2020 election and the alleged theft that doesn't actually exist. It appears to legal experts that what Jack Smith is looking at right now is wire fraud. And this is what's so interesting about it. If I were to reach out to people and get them to send me money because I said, hey, listen, my dog is dying of cancer. They can do a surgery to save his life, but I can't afford it. Send me money. And people send me money. That's fraud. That's a con. And I would go to jail for that. But when it comes to campaign finance, that's a trickier subject. This has never been tried. This has never been done. It's the same basic concept, like you're sending emails to people saying, give me money and I'm going to do this with the money. Then they send him money and he doesn't do that. Again, if it wasn't for a campaign, that's very obvious wire fraud. He'd probably already be charged with it. But campaign finance laws get a little weird. They're very tricky. They're very loose with what you can say and do with the voters and what you can do with the money. So if Jack Smith is trying to pursue any kind of wire fraud with regard to defrauding the people who gave money to his campaign based on false pretenses, suddenly we're looking at a case that could completely set a new precedent for prosecuting politicians for the way they raise money. That's a good thing. That is something that needs to happen. It might mean finally that they can be held liable for the BS that they send out in their stupid little fundraising emails. That is something that does need to happen. But is it something that is going to happen? Because technically right now, we don't know for sure that that is what Jack Smith is looking at. He may just be trying to look at the fact that, hey, you raised $200 million. We're going to use that in the case against you, but we're not going to prosecute you for it. We're going to show that you knew these election lies were lies, but you pushed the lies because you were making money off of it. That's why you continued it. That's why you defrauded the government, but we're not going to pop you for defrauding your base. That might be the most likely thing that we're looking at here. It may not. Jack Smith may have his eyes on a bigger prize and say, you know what? We're going to get him for defrauding these donors. These poor little MAGA idiots out there gave him $200 million, and we're going to get it back. We don't know. That's the worst part about it. We don't know. But we do know that Jack Smith's probably going to find some pretty damning stuff in there. So whatever he's going to use it for, I hope he is successful with that. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.